It's been a long, dark winter, the likes of which we haven't seen in generations. Hyliion stock rose to the highs of $50 plus per share and then retreated off those levels, leaving investors worried and scared. But there was a YouTube channel named Touchdown Trades that told investors, no fear, don't worry. Hyliion stock is the green monster and will survive. EV is the future. States will start passing regulations on carbon emissions and Hyliion will boom. And it's happening now. What's good, all my trader and investor homies? It's your boy Kevin. This is Touchdown Trades, home of your trading BFF and your stock market bestie. I got the money suit on. I got the green jacket on, so you know we're talking about the green monster. That's Hyliion stock. Hyliion stock has been my biggest holding in my portfolio for the last few months. Huge news has came out, and us Hyliion backers, we're going to be the ones having the final laugh. And in today's video, we're going to be analyzing the recent news that came out regarding Hyliion, why it's so important, and the path forward for Hyliion stock. If you're new to the channel, do me a big favor and consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on those notifications. And everybody go down there, brush your fingers off, and jab the like button in the eye, as the like button is not our friend. So let's break down Hyliion stock. Let's get it. Before we get started, check out the link in the description for Webull. Webull is the broker that I use every single day. They offer an awesome free desktop platform, better than any broker out there, in my opinion. They're offering you guys free money valued up to $1,850, 2 free stocks. Check out the link in the description. Also, check out the link in the description for the private Discord chat. Free trial to the private Discord chat where I send out my buy and sell orders in real time. Come trade with me in the private Discord chat. Free trial, link in the description as well. It's been a rough few months for Hyliion stock. There's no doubt about it. Post-merger, we came up and hit highs of almost $60 per share. We chopped around for a little bit post-merger, and then we could not hold those levels, and we fell like a rock falling off of a cliff. It was not pretty, and a lot of investors got hurt. But I have been holding strong. I initially bought Hyliion back here during this consolidation under $20 per share. I did scale out of my position up here and got fully out near the highs. Now, that's only because that I was up so much, a few $100%, and I have a strategy, an investing strategy. If I'm up a couple $100%, I start taking some profit. Me selling up here was no indication of me not having faith in Hyliion long term. It was just that I was up and wanted to take lock some profit in. However, when we started dropping down here, I started adding back to my position. Right now, I own a few thousand shares of Hyliion at an average price of around $18.20. We've been basing out on the daily chart. $15 per share has been the bottom, and we have held that level very nice. And a lot of YouTubers, other YouTubers have came out with videos saying that they don't like Hyliion based on the fact that Hyliion is right now involved with hybrid powertrain solutions. And that's exactly why I love Hyliion. We'll get more into the fundamentals in just a second. But right here, this day, right here, Hyliion came out with some huge, absolutely massive news, and it sent the stock up more than 20% on the day. Let's jump into that news and talk about why it is so important and very well could send Hyliion stock to the moon. Hyliion introduces next generation battery module to improve performance and efficiency, and this battery is flat out the best on the market. We'll look at the specs in just a second. This is absolutely massive news in my opinion. A lot of Hyliion haters have said, oh, their EV tech, it's not good enough. They're just involved in the hybrid game. Not true at all. New design features cooling technology to enable longer battery life, higher charging rates, and improved safety. Redesigned battery module features industry-leading Toshiba LTO battery cells, so they're partnering up with Toshiba for this new battery tech. Now, EV trucks, Class 8 trucks, big semi trucks, you see 18-wheelers driving down the highway. There is a lot of talk in the trucking industry, people in the trucking industry that I have personally spoken with about transitioning to EV. And these truckers are skeptical about EV in this industry. They don't think the range is quite there yet. These truckers want to hit 8-hour stretches, 7-hour stretches, however long they can drive legally, they want to do it. They're wanting to hit deliveries and then get home. That's how they make money. Now, they don't want to have to stop and charge up their truck for 30, 45 minutes. That just won't work for these truckers. That's where Hyliion comes into play. I've had the bridge theory a long time. If you've been around the channel, you've heard me talk about the bridge theory, okay? Here on the other side of the bridge is total electric trucks. No doubt about it, that's where we're headed. We're headed into a space of where semi-trucks will be total electric. There's no doubt about it. But right now, we're at diesel, and we have to somehow get across that bridge. How are we going to get across that bridge? It's not going to be straight to total electric. The tech is not there yet. How are we going to do it? Hyliion's going to walk us across the bridge via their hybrid powertrain solutions. Truckers are going to be way more liable to trust a technology that has that natural gas fallback versus the EV peers. I'll show you the range and the charging time specs versus some of the biggest competitors in the space in just a second. But first, let's talk about this battery. It has a longer life. Hyliion's improved battery module is capable up to 5 times as much cycle life as a conventional EV battery. Now, what is the biggest cost for an EV car, an EV truck? Doesn't matter. It's the battery. It's the engine. And when your battery dies, that's going to be a pricey fix. If you have to replace a battery, it's pricey. Hyliion's batteries are going to last a lot longer than your traditional EV battery, making this a huge marketing tactic for Hyliion. They can go to these trucking fleets and say, hey, our battery lasts 5x longer. It's going to save you this much money over time. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Higher charging rates. Improved heat dissipation allows for higher charge and discharge rates of the battery and longer sustained power output. Speed. This is huge. This is the biggest take from this whole video right here. The battery can be recharged in under 8 minutes. An unprecedented charge time compared to other EV battery solutions. 8 minutes. That is insane. That is rapido. That is very fast. Now these truckers can charge their battery up in the same amount of time that it would take them to refill a diesel tank. Safety. The new module design reduces the operating temperature of the cells, allowing for a safer operating environment. Hyliion's hybrid system can be installed on most Class 8 commercial vehicles to help reduce fuel usage, decrease greenhouse gas emissions, and improve performance, all while reducing costs. It's hard to sell a product. It's hard to sell products to customers. It's not easy, but it is easy to sell products to customers when that product is going to save a company money. It's easy to go to a company and say, hey, I got this product, you buy it from me, it's going to pay for itself and then some over time. That's what Hyliion has here with this new battery tech. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Let's talk about Hyliion versus its competitors and why Hyliion is ahead of the pack. Tesla only has a 500-mile range right now. That's not going to cut it for these truckers. They're not going to want to stop every 500 miles. Sure, maybe for shorter deliveries, sure, the Tesla will work, but for these long-range truckers, no way. Nikola's 750-mile range, Hyliion comes in, boom, 1,300-mile range. How about refuel or charge time? Tesla 30 minutes plus, Nikola 10 minutes. Hyliion, now we just saw they got it down to 8 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Payload capacity, Tesla not even in the game. Hyliion, 53,000 pound payload capacity, more than 10,000 pounds more than Tesla. They have the same 0 to 60 speed as Tesla, so there's no decrease in performance. Right now, there's an $800 billion replacement market opportunity. And when these states, as they will do this, they're going to start putting regulations on these trucking fleets, how much carbon emissions they can emit. And when that starts to happen, one of the first companies I believe these fleets are going to turn to is Hyliion. They're not going to want to throw away these trucks, but they can slap one of these hybrid powertrain solutions on there, save money over the long run in fuel costs, and also meet the governmental requirements, the regulations, and pass those emissions tests. States like California, New York are going to be big here. This is going to happen. As of today, right now, Hyliion has a market cap of less than $3 billion. We just saw that the total market of replacements that are going to happen in the next decade, in my opinion, is well over a few $100 billion. I think this market cap of $3 billion is way too low. I think this is very easily a $10 billion company. And if that does happen, if Hyliion becomes a $10 billion company, like I think it will, then we're talking about this stock 3xing. And I think over the next couple of years, we see that happen. I think Hyliion is a $40 stock, no doubt about it, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. We're going to need to see some more good news. We're going to need to see early sales numbers better than expected, earnings reports better than expected. But I think over the next couple of years, that's going to happen. And my bullish stance on Hyliion will be rewarded. I do believe this is still going to pay off. Sure, at times holding through all this crap right here, it gets discouraging. There's no doubt about it. But I think this new battery tech is just reinforcement that I am in the right spot. This is my highest conviction investment right now. Hyliion stock, extremely bullish on it. 12-month to 24-month price target of $40 per share. Ka-ching, ka-ching. I think this stock is still undervalued at this $19 price point. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you got something from it. If you did, hit that like button for me. It really tells YouTube that these videos do provide value and helps to promote them to other people, other like-minded investors and traders out there. Also, check out the link for Webull down there. 2 free stocks, free money. Come trade with me. Free trial link in the description as well. I love all of y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.